It's honestly infuriating how some companies are treating their employees, especially their older employees who's literally dedicated their lives working hard for them, being loyal to them for 30, 40 years in some cases. For instance, in this video, you're gonna hear some older folks talk about how they've literally been working for the same company for over 20 years and how they just got recently let go because the company decided that they are not needed anymore, then they're more of a liability because of their old age. Of course, the companies aren't going to say that outright because that would be a form of discrimination. But that's what the companies are thinking, that older people cost more and that it's better to cut them off. This problem isn't just one company, it's actually so widespread. Toward the end of the video, you're gonna hear a woman talk about how she's gotten let go and how she's not yet at the age that she can draw full Social Security, but she's at an awkward age now that no company really wants to hire her and that she really doesn't know what to do. Watch till the end.
This morning I was preaching at a little church in the metro area, and the organist I had never met before said, "Hey, you're in state government, aren't you?" And then she began to tell me how absolutely terrible it is to try to get your unemployment benefits. So this woman had worked for more than 20 years for one of the area's largest employers, was laid off by no fault of her own, and every week she has spent hours and hours filling out paperwork, answering phone calls, doing job interviews just to get the benefits that she earned by working for years and years for her employer. The system is not just not working for people, it's actively working against them. And the people in charge are just making it worse.
Who's going to hire a woman in her 70s? Nobody. Let's be real. They're laying off people right and left. And I wasn't about to go look for a 9-to-5 just to supplement the income that I'm getting from Social Security. I'm Darlene. I'm just a regular grandma that said enough is enough. I'm not going to live in scarcity. I'm not going to, struggle these latter days. And so I went and prayed and said, God, I need something that will help me supplement. And thank you, Jesus. He definitely did it. I found a blueprint that was made by another grandma. And she's now become a multimillionaire in just a couple of years. And this automated system, this blueprint that she has us all working on a daily basis. I mean, how would you like to be talked to for 5 to 6 to 7 minutes a day and someone telling you step by step what to do, how to make money online, how to attract customers, to e-learning courses and programs that we are blessed to be able to market at 100% profit. That's what I'm doing. If you have a phone, if you have Wi-Fi, and if you have a coachable spirit, I always say, it's a new skill we have to learn, but it's not difficult, not at all. So do yourself a favor, not me, do yourself a favor and put ready in the comment, and I'll send you the same blueprint that she sent me. You will be pleasantly surprised.
Hi everybody, Madge here. I have a question for all you TikTokers over 50, well, even over 40. Let's split the difference, 45. If anybody has lost their job during COVID, do you kind of wonder how we're ever going to get a job back? I mean, I have been over 50 for a few years now, and it's been hard enough getting a job when there's not a pandemic. It's a fact. There's age discrimination, especially with women. So I want to know if anybody else is having the same trouble. Yeah, sure, we can all go run out and get a retail job at $30,000-$40,000 less a year than what we were making. But that's not going to really help unless, you want to help us out with food stamps or something. But let me know in the comments if anybody else is having this problem and you wonder how you're ever going to get a job again.
I can't believe I'm saying this, and I wouldn't have believed it until recently. But here's why getting laid off may be the best thing that ever happened to you. If you've been laid off recently, or you fear that you might be, especially if you're over 50, you may believe that ageism has something to do with it. I know that I retired 5 years ago, and the last 10 years of my career, I was always fearful that I'd be laid off for a younger person who would make less. But a lot of the fear that we feel is because we've been taught that you have to have a job, get promoted, get elevated in that job, save for retirement, and that's the way this whole thing works. It's all dependent upon a 9-to-5 job. But I've discovered in the last several years that this is no longer the case. I don't have to be fearful because there are other options. Technology is opening the door, and social media is opening the door for me to make as much money as I want. I spent over 2 years looking at various forms of digital marketing, which is a wonderful avenue. And depending on what you want to get out of it and what your skill set is, there are various forms that'll work really well for you. But at my age, I needed something really simple. I needed something low cost because I didn't want to spend $500 to $1,000 on a program and try and sell it. I didn't want to do Etsy, Pinterest, any of those kind of things. So I needed something really simple and low cost, but that would still produce the amount of money that I wanted to earn. The side hustle that I found would work really well for you, especially if you've been laid off or you fear that you might be. It's a great way of protecting your financial future by working a couple hours a day. What I'm offering you is a legit business opportunity, something that'll remove the fear and allow you to take control rather than depending upon your 9-to-5 job. I know from personal experience that a lot of the fear that you're feeling is because you lack control over your finances. The best way to conquer that fear is to take action. The first step, drop an emoji into the comments. I'll shoot you off the information about this legit business opportunity. It'll be the best decision you ever made.
Watch me as I pack my desk after just getting laid off after 10 years. That sentence doesn't make sense. After just getting laid off after working here for 10 years. That's good enough. I have 10 years worth of shit on this desk. Maybe I should have taken the box that they offered me. I'm taking my laptop case because this is mine. Even though I don't have a laptop at home that this fits. And my keyboard. Oh my god, I have so much shit. Jesus Christ. So much stuff. Fucking curling irons. I have curling irons in here. Fucking tuna fish. I'm gonna need a fucking U-Haul. I forget my skippity toilet. I was going to leave that plant, but that plant was given to me by my ex-boss's wife. He passed away unexpectedly, and she left it to me because I used to always take care of it, and I can't leave it. I have to take it. Why do I have so many cans of tuna? I didn't realize my tea kettle still had water in it. Oops. So I'll just put that like that. I packed it up and threw it on that chair. I'm done. This is like, I don't know, there's nothing else really. There's my laptop, cell phone. I think I grabbed everything that's important. That body lotion could stay there. I didn't really care for it. After 10 years, I'm out. Here you go, buddy. I want to document how I feel, but I'm just kind of numb right now. I'm a person that when a problem comes up, I go into like immediate problem solving mode. So I'm kind of numb. It hasn't quite hit me yet. I don't think it's hit me yet. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm very much, I accept it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I can't do anything about it. The only thing I can do is take care of myself. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. I just have to accept it and then figure out where I'm going to go from here. I got 2 months pay, and then I'm eligible, they say, for unemployment because it wasn't a performance thing, it was a restructuring thing, blah, blah, blah. And now I don't know how I feel. I'm still kind of in shock. I'm hurt. I feel hurt. But like, I don't know, like this is, in my mind, it's like this is just one of those things that happen in life, you know? Life is full of ups and downs, and I've had so many ups and downs, and I always bounce back. One thing I've learned is to not give up, like just keep going. Just keep going. Maybe I'm just being stupidly optimistic right now. I don't know. Who the hell knows? But I'm a survivor. I'll work multiple goddamn jobs if I have to, because that's just the person that I am. The one good thing about having been someone that's come from literally nothing, who's been homeless, who has lost everything, having been someone like that is knowing that I can do it again. I have done it. I've built my life up from literally nothing. I'm a fighter. I'm a fucking fighter. I will go down fighting at all times. One thing I will say that I think I mentioned it while I was attempting to pack up my fucking desk, is that I haven't been happy there for such a long time. I was bored, basically. I've mentioned it before. I was bored. I wanted to be challenged, and I asked for years, like, I want to learn how to do more, and nothing. I got nothing. My how do you get rid of an employee who's begging to do more, like begging to learn more, who's smart? I don't know. That's okay. It's just really frustrating in that sense, because it's like, it's frustrating to not have been able to fulfill my potential. Maybe I should have been more. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do maybe the shoulda, woulda, coulda. This is the situation that I find myself in at this moment, and from here on out, we'll figure it out, you know? But it's just really annoying.
I really do think, I mean, this is like a known fact. Society has like a very warped perception of age and how a woman is supposed to look, especially Gen Z. Because I'll meet people, by the way, I'm 24 years old, and I'll meet people and they'll be like, oh, I didn't think you were 24. I thought you were like 20. So, what is a 24-year-old supposed to look like? Am I supposed to be like gray haired, 5 kids? Like, why do people have in their minds that, like, once you hit, like, your mid-20s, which I'm not even in my mid-20s yet, but once you hit your mid-20s, like, you're some, like, washed up old fart. Like, what the fuck?
It's all over the news these days. People are getting laid off left and right. No severance packages. It's sad. What are these people gonna do? Well, I'm not 100% sure what they're gonna do, but I can tell you what I did. When I opted to retire early, I sought out an online business to help me thrive in retirement. And what I found is that I didn't need any experience. I didn't need any tech skills. I didn't have to create any products. All I had to do was just like plug in. Just plug in. That's all I had to do, and follow the steps. If this sounds interesting to you and you don't want to have to go back out and start all over with somebody else controlling the reins again, you want to be your own boss, put jobs in the comments. I'll send you my guide.
Gen Z are obsessed with age, but like in the wrong way. You know, there's this trend online of millennials saying we look so good for our age and that we look so young. I don't think that we look young. I just think we look younger than our parents that are our age, and then Gen Z looks our age, a lot of them. My little brother is 13 years younger than me, and we look the same exact age. It leads me to start questioning, why do they look so much older than we did when we were 22, 23, 24? Then it gets to the comments. They are online calling people unc and auntie who are 30. Or they're like, you age so well. And the person will be 32. Or somebody be like, I turned 34 today. Like, oh my God, you're such an unc. You look great for 32. I'm like, do you guys not know how old people are supposed to look? I'm 40. I was born in 1985, and I feel like everybody who's my age and my friend group looks like me. Everybody between the age of 30 and 40, you don't really change between 30 and 40 years old. But in their minds, if you're 30, you're 50, and then 40 is the new 70, apparently. I don't get it. If I could leave with anything, I have 2 Gen Z brothers, and I always tell them this. You're 23 today, but you're about to be 30. And then when you turn 30, you're about to be 40. Your life is gonna come very fast. So stop thinking so much about what me and my generation are doing. When we were your age, we didn't think at all about you. And you know why we didn't? It's because our entire lives was a series of like technological advances. Between gaming, we went from Sega, Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Sega CD, Dreamcast, Nintendo 64, PlayStation, yada yada yada. Then we went from the flip phone, the Sidekick, the camera phone, the first iPhone, MP3 player, anti-shock CD player, Walkman, all to the internet, social media. That's what we have. So our whole lives, we've always had to like think about what's coming next. We never thought about what the other generation was doing or what the younger generation was doing. But you guys care a lot about what we're doing. Focus on your lives. You guys got a lot of life to live. You guys have an easier world to live in a lot of different ways. It's a more fucked up world. But yeah, stop being so obsessed with age. People who are 27 to 30 aren't old. Have a good day.
Here's what ageism actually looks like in the workplace. It's not what you think, it's subtle. It's your manager asking, how many more years do you plan to work? It's getting passed over for the promotion they gave to someone with half your experience. It's the new hire, 25 years younger, making the same salary you do with less expertise. It's being left off the team happy hour because they assume you won't want to go. It's the recruiter who says culture fit when they mean age fit, and it's being called overqualified for jobs you could do in your sleep. It's not dramatic, it's not obvious. That's why it's so common. If you've experienced even one of these, you've experienced ageism. It's real and it's everywhere. Comment which one.
It's 2025, and the new reality is that people in their mid-50s, late 50s are the new unemployables. Like, I am fortunate right now that I have a gig right now, right? But if I lost it, from what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing and from all the comments I'm getting on my posts, it's like, if you get blown out of your job, if you get laid off, fired, downsized, whatever it is, aged out, which is a very common thing, it's almost impossible to land another job at your current level. You can almost kiss it goodbye. You might be able to, grab part-time gigs or low-level jobs, but nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to hire somebody who's 57, 58, 59, 60 years old for any kind of an important job. They can say ageism is illegal all they want. They can make believe that it's kumbaya and we love everybody and we're all equal. And no, it doesn't work like that. Younger people, first of all, think that older people are not smart. They're not quick enough. Maybe they can't type good with their thumbs, whatever it may be. They don't think that older people are smart or equipped to handle work in the new world. That's just the way it is. They think they're smarter. They want somebody younger who's maybe has more energy, is going to definitely cost less money, and they're going to go that route. They're not going to hire you or me. So have to prepare for this, right? Have to prepare. If it ends today, what do you do? What do? I don't know. Very, very important, very sad, but we have to figure a way out of this thing. If you feel what I'm saying is true, let me know in the comments. If you think I'm full of, let me know in the comments as well. Looking forward to hearing from you.
So today, me along with 31 more people, and they have been laying off for a few years now. We're told that as of July the 24th, we will no longer have a job. That leaves about 7 people, I think, on our side anyway. And that's okay. I mean, what can you do? And before anybody says it's Trump's fault, no, this was going on way before Trump come into office. My company has switched basically what people would call AI. The problem is my age and being able to get out and find another job. I'm not old enough for Social Security, but I'm too old for people to want to hire me because they know that I'm, close to retirement age and they don't really want to go through the joys of training someone. And so I've got a dilemma that I'm worried because I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to look for a job, but it doesn't mean I'll get one, and I'm really worried about that. Crying is not going to help. I do a lot of praying because there's got to be something better out there that's coming my way. I surely can't be on my hands at this point because I have 2 grandchildren that I'm raising, and it takes money. And I still own my home, so it's tough times for everybody. Some not as tough as others. There are some people still at my job that gets to go to their job tomorrow. Well, I do too. I don't work tomorrow, but they get to go to their job after I'm gone on the 24th. I'm trying to rack my brain on what I could get paid to do that would work out for me. Maybe I should be one of those professional protesters. But anyway, things are not going great right now. There's no point in you being in the comments and being nasty. It's just a hard time right now. Everybody have the day they deserve.
Major difference between the older generation and the newer generation is that the older generation can sit there and tell you they got laid off 11 times in their 40 years at a company, and they always went back because it was good money, but they found something in the interim. You guys lose your minds. First time you get turned down, lose your minds. Do you know there's a lot of people that have been through this several times? Now, I have not. I've never been laid off. I have quit a 15-year career and started a brand new career, which is scary in itself. But sometimes shit happens. You pray and you push through.
We definitely need some type of a social safety net, because this isn't right. It isn't right that you have older workers like this who's worked hard for the same company 30, 40 years just to get fired due to AI, due to other reasons that the company want to lay them off, just essentially for the maximum benefit of the owners and the shareholders of the company. Right now, there isn't a layer of social safety net for these people who are kind of caught in this weird, awkward spot, who are fired or laid off in their 50s, and they're not old enough to draw Social Security or their pension or their 401k without a penalty. But they're also too old to be finding another job. I mean, the fact is, the job market is just so tough as is, and a lot of companies don't want to hire older workers. And I think it's absolutely wrong for a society to not take care of these folks. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and whether you're experiencing the same situation and how you're dealing with it.